Hello viewer, my name is Basi Akan. I feel I should come up online and to appreciate the type of wife I married. She deserved I talking about her, at least for the period she spent with me. We were into a relationship for the period of 14 years. During these times, there have been series of disagreements, and which sometimes resulted leaving me to start another beginning. Maturely, it was built back. Don't say that it was ideal to spend 14 years in relationship before marriage. No. It was lack of money that caused it. Yeah. But after those days, 6 years ago, now 20 years, we got married. Even after we got married, it was not sweet as expected because there were no ingredients to boost the marriage. However, she stood by me. I just remember that someone needs to be appreciated, and that person is my wife. If you are into my life, you are just a friend. The bone of my bone is this woman that I call my wife, Gladys Akanbasi. She is my wife. She does not demand much, but she encourages development and expansion. And chooses to starve herself for us to succeed. She is beautiful. As I am handsome, she loves me, and I know that she does. She is the mother of my 3 children. My first daughter is left with 1 academic year to write WAEC. All are females. God will equally bless me with male children. I'm in need. In case you do not know, she's my wife. Gladys Akan. Please know it now. Gladys Akan is my wife. She spent 14 years with me in relationship. 14 years with me in relationship before we got married. And even after we got married, adding the 6 years after our marriage, and that made it 20 years being with me. She deserved that I should make a live video to appreciate her. I need to appreciate her. I need to tell the world that I have found somebody who stood by me, despite the challenges of the world, despite those things caused by me. She understood the type of person I am. I remember some time ago when the business was not running the way it's supposed to run, she told me I should go and find another job and do. At first, I was angry. Is it because the business I was doing is no more bringing fun the way it's supposed to? But I know she has something. It was because of her. She pushes me to start seeking for a job. The first place I went to work because of her statement. You just imagine a director shutting down his business because it's not flowing and moving around seeking for a job. I know you will not do it because of the level you place yourself. You will not do it. But after I thought over and over and over what my wife told me. Go and do another job. Go and seek for a job. Go and look for a job and got employed. One day I called my elder brother, please come, let's go and look for a job. Even if it's a small job. The first place we went was a school. And that school was also upcoming. And when we went there, we went as a graduate. And when I submit the application, and the lady interviewed us, and we noticed that it was difficult for her to tell us or start or don't start because of our qualification. She was like looking, how will I be able to tell these people this is how I will be able to pay. But finally, she took courage and boldly tell us that she will pay us 5,000 naira, a graduate. It was not all that shock to me, but then the first place that I would have worked in my entire life, I have never worked for any establishment before since I born. I have not earned a salary before since I born. But when I saw my first place, this time I'm saying is 2017, late. I think that should be June, May, June. I think that period. I was pleading the woman, okay, can you make it 7,000? Because nobody will know how much I'm earning. The woman said no, what she can pay is 5,000. Okay, I agree with the woman. We are going to work with the 5,000. But then the woman was afraid whether we are sure that we are going to work with the 5,000. He said yes. But the woman told me, please, if you are sure you will not be able to come, please, can you recommend somebody at least lower qualification than you, so that she is looking for somebody. I told her I will come. But if I will not, I will do exactly what you said. I went back home. Initially, I wanted to be mad with the situation. My wife told me, go and look for a job and do. Because the business I was running is no more bringing money. It was now becoming embarrassment. And now I went to the first place. It wasn't coming for the way I expected. It was from coming back home that the dream of Gladden's International Schools born. When I came back home, I sat down. I said, I'm a graduate, a BEd. But I folded my certificates. I put in the drawer and I was busy doing computer, video coverage, printing job. Can I go back and look away and get my certificates and start, working with the certificate? When that thing come up on me, I started thinking back. I said, no, can I start school? After all, I read education. I said, wow. Something was telling me, you are not too good in speaking English. You do not know oral English. You do not know phonics. Something was coming all over me. I said, okay, let me try something. Gladden's International School born in my office, my computer room, my computer office. I started designing the flyer when there was nothing on ground. I designed flyer I started thinking the type of name I should call. And I looked at it and said, oh, it was my wife who told me, go and seek for a job. How? I think she is the one. To me, though I thought it was an insult for her to tell me, go and seek for a job, when she knows that I have handwork, computer, video coverage, and printing. How will I call this school now? Her name is Gladys. I got her name from Glad. I add to DEN, and the name of the Gladdens come up from the name of my wife, because she was the one who asked me, go and look for a job. I have gone for a job. I have come back with the vision, and starting the vision, I respect her by using her name for my business. That is why we have Gladdens International Schools. So I think such woman who always want the husband to stand on his feet despite the challenges worth celebrating. And that is the most reason I come up live to tell you that the woman that I went into a relationship with 14 years before we got married is the woman that I married, and it is a woman I feel I should respect this day. I love her so much because of the sincere heart I found in her. She stood with me. She prayed for me. She gathered my children while I am sleeping. She's praying with my children. And one of those prayer points I mostly hate my children praying is, let my father have money. You see what children praying for their parents. My children pray, let my father have money. And this is what I am so loved with that family. I respect my wife. Gladys, formerly known as Gladys Moses Ibit, now Gladys Akambasi. I just want to let you know publicly that I love you. I will continue to love you. Hello viewer. I appreciate that you view me, you watch me, expressing the love I have for my wife and what she lead me to. And I will also encourage you, if you have not encouraged your wife, please, it's high time you let the world know you marry a wife with potentials. My wife currently now is the head of school. She was working at Bridgeend International Schools, and having established the school, I asked her, please put 2 months, 3 months notice to your school, and resigned. And she did, respecting the husband. She did. And today, she is here as the head of school. She is watching me right now. I saw her message. I love you too, my boss and my husband. Yes, it's true. I am the director and she is the head of school. So that is why she said, I love you, my boss and my director. Yes, and my husband. I love you too, dear. And I will continue to encourage you. I will continue to make the world know that you are truly my love. And you are my love. I give you my love. God bless you, dear.